What's up guys, Stingray here, and welcome to the 5th episode of X-Treme Rundown in the revitalization of the series. I know you guys are enjoying the show a lot because you guys are providing a lot of feedback on the show, and it's really awesome that you guys are really into X-Treme Rundown and the conversations and the topics that I'm talking about here. So I have a lot of things I want to cover in this episode because of the fact that, I really want to cover it in a short amount of time because I figured, the episodes are very, very long, 12 minutes, 13 minutes, and I don't know if you guys are really, into having long episodes like that, but I would greatly trying to make it shorter than 10 minutes, possibly. I don't know if you guys are really, into having the long episodes, but if you guys can comment below, that's one of the comment questions of the week. If you guys can comment that, along with the other question I'm going to say later on, it's also in the description down below, the questions, but how long do you think each episode of X-Treme Rundown should be? Do you think it should be over 10 minutes? Do you think it should be under 10 minutes? Just let me know in the comments down below. First thing I want to do before I get started is talk about shout-outs and how you guys are definitely getting, very, very interested in the topics, and you guys are getting a lot more shout-outs as well. And we have some big news as well on X-Treme Rundown today, and then I'm going to be talking about huge news, as a matter of fact, in the WWE world. Let's start out with the shout-outs today. VTW Wrestling Rocks. This guy has been following me since the days of X-Treme Rundown. He's definitely an awesome YouTuber. He's definitely a huge radiator, and he's a huge fan of X-Treme Rundown. And you guys should definitely go check him out. His link is down in the description down below. He's definitely into the conversation, definitely into, commenting about my videos, that he loves my videos, stuff like that. So I should definitely say go check him out. And he's been watching my videos since the days of X-Treme Rundown, and I remember his comments coming out of X-Treme Rundown. I remember I used to be so happy to get 3 comments on my video of an episode of X-Treme Rundown, pretty much. So let's continue on with, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your names here, but the link's down in the description down below, and it's going to appear right here on the screen. So next one is Brad Gillard. This guy has definitely been following me a lot on Facebook, on my Facebook fan page. He's definitely been liking all my statuses, definitely been, commenting what I've been saying on there, my random status updates. But he's definitely been following me since XBWF as well. I remember his comments coming in on XBWF, and he's definitely been commenting a lot on X-Treme Rundown as well, and he's shown a lot of interest in the show, a lot of interest in the topics, and he's definitely a huge radiator, so I'd recommend you go check him out as well, because he's definitely got some great stuff out there. Next we have ClassicOne. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name again. I'm losing my marbles here, son. But ClassicOne, I remember him commenting on X-Treme Rundown as well. He definitely has some great videos coming out. So you should go check him out as well. He's a huge radiator. He's always commenting how he loves my videos, stuff like that. So I'd highly recommend that you guys go check him out as well, because he's definitely worth it. Next thing we have, I'm saving one of the most, I don't know if I should say loyal, but I would say one of my biggest fans ever. As much as I hate to use the term fans, I just had to use it in that case. But it's Cena Boy 2004. He has been showing some great interest in X-Treme Rundown. He just subscribed to me maybe a few weeks ago. So he's definitely worth it. And I saw in his channel description on the side of his channel that it said he is a huge radiator, 100% radiator, huge fan of Darkly 809 and Stingray 809, so he's definitely a huge radiator, and I would recommend go talking to him if you are also a huge radiator, and you guys can talk about the topics on X-Treme Rundown and about my videos in general, which would be awesome. Next thing I wanted to talk about was District Line's Walk Star Contest. This really has nothing to do with X-Treme Rundown, but I just figured I wanted to mention it on here. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys can go vote for Stingray 809 for a Walk Star. The link is down in the description down below. I wouldn't recommend voting Darkly 809 because Stingray 809 already got a lot of votes. So I'd recommend if you guys could please, I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys could go vote Stingray 809 for a Walk Star. This is where a channel under 100,000 subscribers can get nominated to basically win a contest where you will win. First place wins $1,000, and you also get your channel promoted. I know I definitely don't have a lot of, subscribers compared to other channels, but since the max is like 100,000, that means anybody with 90,000 subscribers can enter the contest. Anyone with 1,000, anyone with 100 subscribers can go enter the contest, which isn't really fair by any means necessary, because, what about the guy with 90,000 subscribers compared to the guy with 1,000 subscribers, That is a huge difference. So I could see a much more fair competition if they put it down to 10,000 subscribers, because, it's not really fair. But I would greatly appreciate it if you guys can go vote Stingray09 for Walkstar. This is like one of the only things that I've ever asked of the Radiators. Link is also going to be on my Facebook page, and it's going to be on my Twitter page as well, so I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could go vote Stingray09 for Walkstar. It would be a great thing. It takes literally 5 seconds to do, and the link is in the description also. Next thing I wanted to talk about was belt reviews. Yes, replica belts. Pretty much, you see you have 2 replica belts behind me. I have one right here, and I have 2 others. Well, I've been shifting between the belts for each episode of Extreme Rundown, and the WWE Championship is the one, because we have a very special episode of Extreme Rundown today with a new WWE Champion. But that's not the fact here. We have, I have 5 belts pretty much. So I rotate each week between a different belt. So I figured after next week, which I get through my last belt, after that 2 weeks, actually, yeah, in 2 weeks, the first episode, I will do belt reviews every single week in the beginning of Extreme Rundown for like maybe a minute or less, and I will definitely review each belt each different week. And I'm going to be, because you guys have been sending me messages like, which belt would you recommend, where do you buy your belts, stuff like that. So I'll definitely help you out there, and it should take less than, like 5 minutes pretty much to do it. So let's get on the main topic today of a new WWE Champion, The Miz. He cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Monday Night Raw. It didn't happen at Survivor Series, but it did happen the night after in Monday Night Raw. So, this is my main prediction here. The Miz was going to cash in at Survivor Series and win the belt. And it did happen, but it didn't happen at Survivor Series. It happened on Monday Night Raw, which was huge because Raw was even better than it was on Survivor Series and a lot more newsworthy than it was at Survivor Series, because nothing really happened at Survivor Series. The pay-per-view was really good until the tag team match, and the Free or Fired match was okay, but the way how the match was won pretty much with Randy Orton winning was not really the biggest newsworthy at all. Because, nothing really happened. But on Monday Night Raw, this leads pay-per-view buyers to believe that they shouldn't buy pay-per-views anymore. They should just watch Monday Night Raw, because Raw will be a lot more newsworthy than a pay-per-view will be. So, that's what happened. The Miz cashed in on Monday night, and he became the new WWE Champion. How awesome is that? Literally awesome. But, he definitely deserves the belt, because of the fact that, how he's been bullied backstage pretty much. I've been reading stories and stuff like that online, that he's been bullied backstage, ostracized, and all that stuff. Why is that? I have no idea. But, he's did all this on his own. This is success from Mike The Miz, because of the fact that he put all his time and effort into doing this, whereas other people take shortcuts, just like John Cena was talking about in his promo to Wade Barrett. That pretty much gave me the idea that Miz was going to cash in and become the WWE Champion, because Wade Barrett's taking the shortcut. He's got a major push in less than a year, and he's going to become the WWE Champion, and he is like only, not even a year in the company, just like Sheamus. But I'll get to that in a few minutes. But The Miz did all this on his own, and it took him a few years, 6 years almost, since 2004, his debut, and he has become the WWE Champion all on his own. This is just great success story here, but, Wade Barrett, like John Cena said, taking a shortcut and becoming the WWE Champion in less than a year, and what was that? He didn't do it because he's taking a shortcut and he's getting the major push. And I would like to see the belt, as much as I would like to see the belt go to the Nexus. It's not going to happen because, you know, they're in the company for too short of a period of time to actually become the WWE Champion. It's hard to believe enough that they're actually competing for the championship. But The Miz did it all on his own, and he is now the WWE Champion. So next thing I wanted to get into, what is the future of WWE now? You know, all the storylines have calmed down. Everything, the dust has settled pretty much. What is the next for WWE? With John Cena pretty much fired, but stating on his Twitter page that he bought tickets to Raw in Philadelphia that next week. So what is that? That's gonna be like John Cena making Wade Barrett's life miserable, pretty much. He's probably gonna interfere a lot in the matches. You know, maybe come back as a masked wrestler or something like that. But we all know it's gonna be John Cena anyway. So I'm not sure what to believe here, but, you know, all the dust is settled. What is WWE going to pull out now with their storylines? Because they've really had the most interesting storyline that they ever had in such a long time. So what are they going to do now? I would definitely like to see what they're going to provide now with, you know, the WWE title, with Nexus, with John Cena, Randy Orton, stuff like that. Well, it's basically going to be The Miz versus Randy Orton, pretty much. And I don't know how long The Miz is going to hold on to the belt, but that's one of the comment questions of the week. That's actually the other comment question of the week. How long do you think The Miz is going to hold on to the WWE Championship? Do you think he will walk into WrestleMania 27 as the WWE Champion? Do you think he will lose it at the Royal Rumble? Do you think he will lose it next month at the TLC pay-per-view? When do you think The Miz will lose the WWE Championship? Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, and let me know how long do you think each episode of Extreme Rundown should be. Do you think I should cut it down to like 10 minutes? Do you think I should leave it above 10 minutes and get all my opinions in? Or do you think it should be less than 10 minutes? So let me know those two questions. I would greatly appreciate that as well. And thank you very much to my $62 iBook on eBay. And I wanted to say one more thing. I've been getting a lot of questions in from you guys asking me, where do I buy my belts? Everything you see in this picture, everything around me is from eBay. This belt, eBay. That belt, eBay. That belt, eBay. The strap from that belt, eBay. This iBook, $62 on eBay. You know, it's huge that everything I got from here on eBay. And how do I afford all this stuff? Just one last small thing. I had a lot of stuff in my room and my closet when I was younger. You know, I had a lot of crap that other people actually wanted, and I sold a lot on eBay, and I became a really, really, really good seller on eBay that, you know, I actually got enough money to get collectibles and stuff like this that I actually wanted, and stuff that could help me with my videos like this iBook right here. Even though it can't help in editing a lot, it can help in basically, you know, backing up my videos, browsing the internet, stuff like that. You know, basically a backup computer. For $62, you can't pass up an Apple iBook computer, you know, that's fully functional. So that's really a great deal right there. So that's really about it for this episode of Extreme Rundown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys think, and please, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could vote me Stingray809 for Rockstar, Walkstar, whatever they call it on District Line. But you know, as much as I see the competition unfair, that it goes from 100,000 subscribers to anything under that, that's pretty unfair because, you know, people with 90,000 or above will definitely win the competition, so it's pretty much not fair at all. But I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could vote Stingray809 for Walkstar. You guys are awesome. And new episode of Extreme Rundown next week, only on Darkly809. And until next time, guys, peace.